This video is brought to you by Flybuyer, my very own weekly newsletter that covers all the latest aviation headlines that you need to know. Sign up for free at flybuyer.com. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the flight deck of the USS Harry S. Truman aircraft carrier deployed at sea. I'm your host and voice for today's video, Rob Roy. You can't see my face just yet until we got a camera coming on in a few minutes, but I'm here to guide you as we back taxi to line up for a catapult shot off of the flight deck. You'll notice right in front of us is another C-2 from my squadron VRC-40, and that huge spinning propeller that we call a death trap, it's coming right towards us. Now, I'm actually co-pilot for today's flight, so I am on the right side of the cockpit, but the taxi director, the yellow shirt in front of us, is telling my pilot, and sitting in the left seat, to taxi on forward. He is not paying any attention to the ocean to the right or to the other C-2 to the left. He is 100% focused on this yellow shirt in front of us. His hand is in the air telling us to go left, left, left. There's a pass off. Now my pilot is watching the yellow shirt in front of him, straight ahead. Now left turn again, left, 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 straight ahead, straight ahead, straight ahead, left, left, left. What you can't see is his left hand is on a nose wheel steering handle. There's a left turn, now straight ahead. And you need to know something. Just because we do these big turns on the flight deck to the left or the right doesn't mean we ever take our eyes off the yellow shirt until they give us a pass off. There's the pass off. Boom, he's watching this yellow shirt in front of us. Keep the left turn coming. Keep it coming. Left hand is turning that left nose wheel steering handle. Keep it coming. His eyes are still fixed on the yellow shirt. There's the pass off. Do you see the other yellow shirt telling us where to taxi? If the pilot does not know who is directing him, in this case, you need to stop immediately. And it's imperative that we stop if we don't have clear direction for the obvious reasons as you look around the flight deck, not to mention the ocean on all sides. So still watching that yellow shirt, still watching the taxiing director. You know he's kind of hidden behind this metal frame here. Taxi on forward a little bit, taxi on forward. If he can't see him, he might ask me what he's doing as a co-pilot. Taxiing forward, there's the stop. Feet on the brakes, waiting for more direction. And now we're waiting for our turn to take a catapult shot from Cat 2. All right, I'm going to fast forward here a little bit while we get to the good stuff. Okay, now the other cod is taxiing on forward, getting ready for his catapult shot, and the jet blast deflector, or JBD, just went up. And that is there to protect any and all people in airplanes like us sitting behind any aircraft that are about to take a catapult shot. You're about to see firsthand with this white shirt on the left side of the screen just how strong those winds from the propellers are. All right, now let's skip ahead just a little bit more until we get to the wings being spread. Okay, there they go. Here are the wings spreading on the C-2. Really cool to see from this angle. You'll notice that we've got the wing walker there on the left side of the screen, the white shirt. He is actively making sure that wing is going to clear the ground, obviously, and then it's going to go up and locked. He's looking. You'll see him in a second. He's going to give a thumbs up, probably to the shooter or somebody up in that direction to let him know that on his, yep, there's a thumbs up, that the left wing is up and locked. Okay, there's a wipeout in the controls. See the 3 out of the 4 vertical stabilizers or rudders moving? That's because we only have 3 rudders. We don't have 4. So there's 4 vertical stabs or vertical stabilizers, but only 3 of them are rudders. That middle left one does not move. Some people ask me why the C-2 has 4 vertical stabs and 3 rudders versus just 1 big one like the Air Force. Well, it's all about surface area, right? So you can either have 1 very tall one, 2 shorter ones perhaps, or in this case, 4 very short ones. And so the reason for that is so that our Navy planes, like the E-2 and the C-2, can all fit inside the hangar on an aircraft carrier. Pretty cool, right? The more you know. Now I'm fast forwarding just a little bit more, going to get to the run-up section of the C-2 in front of us. Now here they are at full power. They're doing their engine checks on the inside. Look at this white shirt. He is holding on for dear life. He's got his thumb in the air, holding onto the flight deck. It's wet, it's slippery, it's super windy, probably more than hurricane force winds, who knows what. Now look at the yellow shirt on the right side of the screen. They are literally getting him moved around the flight deck, trying to hold on as best they can. Now they're grabbing the jet because it is just so powerful. This is why we say thank you to all the veterans for their service, but for all the crap you don't see that never made the final edit of Top Gun. Man, God bless these maintainers keeping us airborne. All right, they're off, they're airborne. The JBD is down. Now it's our turn. Okay, now my pilot is watching that yellow shirt. There's a little signal to go to the left. Taxi on forward, still watching him. There's a slow pass off. Now we're watching the guy standing in front of the Cat 2 with the steam coming down between his legs. You'll notice this part of the flight deck, the controls are a lot more subtle and smooth. Nothing needs to be crazy. No big Hayaka turns at this point. We got some really precision turns we have to make. So left turn there, straight ahead, straight ahead, straight ahead, little left turn, straight ahead, left turn, straight ahead, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, stop. Feet on the brakes. Probably not setting the parking brake at this point because we don't want to forget that. He just touched his nose and pointed to our right. There it is again. That means nose wheel steering. Boop, little turn to the right. There it is. There's a jiggle. Taxi on forward just a little bit. Taxi on forward. Stop. Little turn to the right with the nose wheel. Boom. Now pay attention to the yellow shirt walking to the center of the frame. He's about to give some signals for flaps and speeds. Flaps, which you can't see, 1 for 1/3. Going flying. 1, 2, 3. 123 knots. Thumbs up for me as the co-pilot. That is our end speed. We are confirming that that's the speed that we calculated ahead of time based on our weight, and that they have the same weight in their systems, and that's the end speed that we should see at the end of our catapult stroke. Alright, we're back in the cockpit. Not sure what happened to my other footage leading up to this moment, but nonetheless, here we are. Now you'll see the pilot is intently staring at that yellow shirt, waiting for instruction on when to taxi forward. His hands go in the air, telling us to taxi on forward. Again, we are actively waiting for his instruction and doing exactly what he says at the speed that he says to do it. Everything is slow at this phase. Nice and easy. Taxi on forward, so taxi on forward. Come to a stop with a closed fist. Right around this time, someone gives us a signal to spread our wings, which you can't see from the angle of the camera, so we're looking left and right, and I will be spreading the wings as the co-pilot. And you'll see the wings start to come on out. There they are. And once we feel them lock in place, there is the jiggle in the airplane. So we're looking at our indications at the cockpit, make sure they are up and locked with thumbs up on the outside of the plane, telling the director that he sees the same thing as well. Okay, we are in the final stages of the takeoff checklist. Here I am wiping out the controls, doing the rudder pedals as well. Pilot's might do the same thing. As the co-pilot, it's my job to run the takeoff checklist, any checklist really for that matter, while the pilot gives 100% of his concentration outside the airplane, and I'm mostly inside. I've seen some comments in the past on some of my previous videos about whether or not this process can be sped up, let's say in a time of war. The short answer is yes. I remember there are 4 catapults on our aircraft carriers. We're on Cat 2, Cat 1's to our right, while the Hornets are parked on, and then we got 3 and 4 to the left. But the reality is, in this situation, there's really no hurry, so everything has to be done safe and methodical. And at the end of the day, we are a cargo airplane carrying passengers and supplies, not a fighter jet waiting to go drop bombs. And there's the sound of the power levers clicking, meaning they are up and over into full power. That catapult is hot, and we are now what's called in tension. We're inside the cockpit now, looking at all of our engine instruments and gauges. Everything looks good. Circuit breakers, they're all pushed in, checked. Good hides, trim, configuration, nothing out of the ordinary, no caution or warning lights. He likes it, I like it. Thumbs up and a salute from me. Peace out to all the Hornet Bros. Hey, I'm real sorry you can't join us on the beach, but someone has to keep up our foreign relations. While you decide amongst yourselves who has the biggest watch. Now we're locked and loaded, ready for the best roller coaster known to man. Here we go. Couple of G's in the old spinal cord never hurt anybody. Woo! Clearing turn to the right in case we end up in the water, and we are out of here. See ya!